Hello friends and family, and good afternoon from the premium outlets here at Vineland Ave. I thought it'd be fun to come out today, head on over to the Disney Character Warehouse outlet store and check out all of the newest heavily discounted Disney Parks merchandise that Walt Disney World has to offer, because lately they have been putting out so much brand new discounted Disney Parks merchandise. It's a really great time to come out, visit, and check out all of the newest offerings. This is the location though, very close proximity to Disney Springs, so you can have an awesome Disney Springs day and come here to the premium outlets. But before we get started, if you would subscribe and click the bell notification so you're aware of future uploads and live streams, we would greatly appreciate it. Some absolutely picturesque, beautiful weather we're having this evening here in Central Florida though. Definitely lots of traffic on I-4, but it's a really great day to come out and do some outlet shopping. And before we do head inside the Disney Character Warehouse outlet store, I do want to mention, if there is any merchandise in today's video that you are interested in, definitely check out the shopping tier of our Patreon page. I'll let a link to that in the description box. Like I was saying though, we are getting here a little bit later in the afternoon. I do normally suggest you get here earlier in the morning, just because it gets super busy. Definitely very, very busy in the parking lot. Okay, so we're just making our way to the Disney Character Warehouse outlet store. It doesn't look like there's a line to get inside. Let's head on in and check out all the newest discounted Disney Parks merchandise. Okay, so as soon as you come inside the Character Warehouse, they have some really cool prints. These are all matted up and ready to go. They have Star Wars, Mandalorian. This one is only $20, but it does look like they have a couple brand new offerings. Like, how cool is this one? You can't go wrong though. These would have been sold over at the Art of Disney store at Disney Springs. $20 a piece for them. And they do still have that really fancy Disney Encanto Maribel doll. These are one of 6,650 pieces. The attention to detail on the dress though is super nice. These are $100 a piece, and the cool thing at the Character Warehouse, you could even do some Disney pin trading. A good selection of different pins here. Here's like an Easter version with a Minnie Mouse. They have the Cheshire Cat, a Hades bowling pin, even a snowman in the shape of Mickey Mouse. Definitely lots of further markdowns here at the premium outlets though. They have your Marvel Black Panther adult size shirts. This one has a pocket on the front with the pinstriping with all of the different color Black Panther helmets. These are only $2 a piece, marked down from $60. Let's see what we got doing on the opposite side of the rack though. They have some really fancy women's dresses. This one has like the elastic waistline with like the matching belt. Kind of like the same design as that graphic shirt. Originally $55, now only $2 a piece. And it looks like there's another graphic t-shirt for only $2 here at the Character Warehouse. Yet another Marvel one. This one is embroidered Master of Mischief there on the front, part of the Loki collection. This one is $2, marked down from $40. Let's check out some more of the merchandise up front here by the registers though. This is part of the Egg Extravaganza, part of the really cool Easter collection. You can paint your own character Easter eggs. It looks like in this basket here they do have Chip and Dale, but they come with the 4 different colored paints and the brush. These are only $2 a piece, so a really good deal. You definitely have to look everywhere though, because they do have other characters, kind of like elsewhere, part of that collection. They have the Minnie Mouse one for only $2. And then over here is some Disney Park lug bags. Let's see what we got. This one is from Run Disney Springtime Surprise Weekend. Really cool design though with Mrs. Incredible. You have a Hercules, Baymax, and then Groot. These actually hold a water bottle there. It's more of like a crossbody size bag. Originally $50 though. These are $25 a piece. They do still have that really cool Spider-Man Marvel Loungefly. These are in the original packs though. If you look closely, you can see Spider-Man and then all of the webs. Originally $79 $25. These are now $40 a piece, and they're getting even more of those Disney Blissful Buddy plushies in. Really cool, like super duper soft plushies for the kiddos. This one is $15 from $35. So many brand new markdowns and different merchandise though here at the premium outlets. Perfect for summertime. They do have the Marvels adult size trucker hats. This one has that metallic finish on the front and like your classic snapback. These are only $1.99 a piece, marked down from $30. And they do still have a whole bunch of your Disney Park Loungefly wallets. These are loaded with the gold sequins with the Mickey Mouse design. The backside has your gold Disney Parks Loungefly badge. Originally $50, now only $25 a piece. And still going strong is some of the Santa Claus plushies from Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. They do still have a whole basket of these here at the Character Warehouse. Originally $35, now only $7.99. And right underneath there is a really cool Disney Park Munchling backpack of Pluto. You can see like everything's embroidered on there. Really nice attention to detail for only $13. Perfect for a nice day over at Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Just some of your light up Grogu necklaces as well. These are usually around $23 in the theme park. It's kind of like a whole strand of Christmas lights. These are now only $7.99 a piece. They do even still have from the holiday collection from over at Disney's Animal Kingdom those really good sized polar bear puppets. It's embroidered Animal Kingdom on the little Tootsie. These are originally $35, now only $12.99 a piece here at the Character Warehouse. But even more of those Blissful Buddy plushies that they do have here. A couple different offerings. This one is Marie from Aristocats with the big fuchsia bow on the backside. Originally $35, now $15. And they have a whole basket of the Stitch Blissful Buddy plushies for $15. Even more further markdowns here at the premium outlet. They do have these massive Sorcerer Mickey glow wands. So if you do push the button, like the dome glows on the top section with the Sorcerer Mickey hat, these are now only $5 a piece at the Character Warehouse. A couple different cups that they do have here as well. These actually come with like the strap, so it's kind of like a little crossbody cup for the kiddos in case you don't want to carry these around the park all day. They have the Red Panda from Turning Red. This one is $7.99. And it looks like they do have one with all like your classic Disney characters. Positive vibes only. You have Minnie Mouse, Daisy, Duck, Donald, and then Mickey on the opposite side. These actually have a little flippy up lid. Let's check out some more of the merchandise as soon as you come inside the Character Warehouse though. They do still have the Disney Tinkerbell light up fairy gardens. This actually has like that peg design with the dome where you can move all the flowers, the rainbow, and the Tinkerbell action figure. The cool thing about these though, it actually lights up at night so you can like push the little button. These are $25 a piece. They do still have some of your Disney Animators Collection littles. This has lights and sound effects. So this is the Tinkerbell version where you actually get 9 different pieces. Originally $35 in the park. These are now $19.99. And even more Disney Park Loungeflies going strong here at the Character Warehouse. From Marvel Studios, they do have your Captain America Brave New World Loungeflies. These are really cool though because it has like the wings on the back that actually move. These are now only $45 a piece from $90, and they do still have a whole basket of those Figaro Disney Park Loungeflies. Kind of like a football Letterman jacket. These are super duper fuzzy, embroidered with Figaro. On the backside though, you got the little Figaro in the basket with the balls of yarn. These are only $40 a piece, marked down from $100. And I did want to mention they do still have a whole bunch of the Easter plushies as well. This one is the Minnie Mouse version. Looks like she's taking a bite out of the chocolate bunny's ears, but these are super fuzzy and have the pastel colors. Originally $30, now only $7.99, but there's a whole basket of Minnie Mouse. They do still have from last year's Mousewares collection your compost bins. A really cool tin design with all of the Disney characters on one side. The opposite side does say compost. These are originally $40 a piece, now $19.99. And some really awesome merchandise brand new to the Character Warehouse with Princess Tiana. My Dreams, My Way. That's embroidered on the front with Princess Tiana. These are 50 by 60 inches. I remember seeing these over in the parks though, so this is really cool to see at the Character Warehouse. I don't see the outlet price just yet, but they do even have these really fancy Princess Tiana teacups. And it looks like you even get like a coffee mug on the bottom section. But these are originally $35 a piece, now $25. And they do have an entire selection of brand new Minnie Mouse merchandise at the outlet. Here is a new women's Minnie Mouse dress with all the different colors. This one has the fancy neckline. These are $40 from $128, so a very good deal. They've also recently got some brand new winter beanies in at the outlet. This one is embroidered with Minnie Mouse's facsimile signature with Minnie on it herself. These are only $7.99 a piece. They have some women's full zip hoodies here as well. These are actually loaded with Minnie Mouse polka dots. On the hood itself though, you actually have the bow and ears. These are $20 a piece from $65. Next to that is a very fancy adult size pullover sweatshirt with that floral design with Minnie Mouse inside of the flowers. These are $20 from $55. It looks like they do have size large and up on that one. And then right underneath there is the matching pair of women's leggings to go with this entire collection with that same design with Minnie Mouse. These are now $12.99 from $45. A few other things from the Minnie Mouse collection I wanted to show you though. Here's another fancy women's dress from the dress shop. The attention to detail on this though is super duper nice. These are originally $128, now $50 a piece. And here's a very fancy women's hat, perfect for a good Disney beach day or to take down to your resort pool. This definitely gives me like Disney Cruise Line vibes. The polka dots actually say Minnie Mouse though. These are only $7.99 a piece. And then right next to that is more of last year's Mousewares collection. You get this really cool like server here in the shape of Mickey Mouse with 6 different plates. These are $15 from $50. So many really nice coffee mugs that they have at the Character Warehouse though. This one is for the 85th anniversary of Disney's Fantasia. You get the ceramic spoon on the inside. These are only $7.99, marked down from $28. Next to that is a whole section of really cool Minnie Mouse coffee mugs. This one actually says Walt Disney World on the inside. Mickey Mouse is kind of like showcasing his name. That one is only $5 from $17. Another really nice Minnie Mouse coffee mug. This one says, "What's dot you say?" You have the outline of Minnie, again with all the polka dots. Originally $17, now only $4.99. Let's check out some more of the coffee mugs over in this section though. So this one is actually from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party at the Magic Kingdom for 2024 with Mickey Mouse. These are a great deal though, $5 a piece from $20. Right underneath there is a really tall coffee mug. This one says "Happy to be here," again with Cinderella Castle. There's no design on the back side, but these are only $7.99, marked down from $20. That being said, there is so much merchandise from the Mousewares collection. Here's an adult-sized kitchen apron with the Mickey Mouse design with the checkerboard pattern. They have 2 big pockets on the front. These are only $12.99 here at the Character Warehouse. And it does look like they even have some really nice cookie cutters. These are a stainless steel design with like the silicone ring. But these are originally $10 in the park, now only $4.99. They do even have some really cool kitchen utensil holders. The Happiest Kitchen on Earth with Mickey, and then you have the outline with Cinderella Castle. The cool thing though, these are in the shape of Mickey Mouse. Originally $35, now $12.99 a piece for them. It looks like they even have some Disney Mickey Mouse dish gloves, they're calling these, with Mickey Mouse's facsimile signature. These are $7.99 a piece. Let's kind of go down the way here though and see what else they do have. So this is part of a newer Mousewares collection for the home collection with the outline with Mickey. This other plate here says "I Heart Home," again in the shape of Mickey Mouse. These are originally $45, now $19.99. They have these massive, more of like a cheese board. You could even use this as like a cutting board though, with the Mickey Mouse design. These are now only $15 a piece, but a really heavy, like solid piece of wood. They do even have some brand new rolling pins here at the Character Warehouse. More of like a mint color with the silicone design with Mickey. These are originally, let's see here, $30 in the parks, now only $10 a piece. And a cool like melamine serving platter that they do have with all the different character cupcakes, Mickey Mouse, even some balloons. These are originally $30, now $12.99. And still going strong is some of last year's Play in the Parks collection merchandise at the outlet. Here's a 3-inch by 3-inch photo frame with the banners Minnie Mouse, Mickey, you have Donald, and then Goofy. These are originally $25, now $12.99. They have a set, let's see here, 4 decorative Mickey fireworks. So a really cool design where you get like the different ones here. These are now $50 a piece. They do even have some of the wrapped canvases from the Art of Disney store over at Disney Springs, part of the Play in the Park collection, with Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, and Pluto. You even get Cinderella Castle though. These are only $35. More cool markdowns here at the Character Warehouse. Oh, your glass coffee mugs, the most magical place on earth. You have all the beacons of magic, Mickey and Minnie. These are originally $20 in the parks, now only 99 cents. And a great selection of new coffee mugs that they do have here at the Character Warehouse. This is the mom version with Minnie Mouse. These actually all say Walt Disney World on the inside. Originally $17, now only $7 a piece. But they do have like the same difference here with Dad. More of like a hunter green version with Mickey Mouse. This one is $8. They have a grandma version with Minnie Mouse as well for only $8. Let's actually check out some of the Christmas ornaments over in this direction though. Here's a whole set of huge Christmas ornaments with Simba, Dumbo the Flying Elephant, the Genie from Aladdin. You even have Peter Pan. These were $50 in the parks, now only $19.99. Here's a whole pack of like retro Christmas ornaments. These probably would have been sold like over at Epcot's World Showcase. These are originally $20, now only $7.99. And they do still have a whole bunch of your Disney Munchling Christmas ornaments, your matcha cookie cheesecake Mickey Mouse. So a really cool design. I do want to check the original price. These are originally $25, now $7.99 a piece. But they do have your holiday toffee pudding Minnie Mouse Christmas ornament. Underneath there is a really cool one with Pluto. It actually has like some pretzel ears. Probably one of my favorites from that collection. They do even have from Epcot's International Festival of the Arts 2025 the Figment Christmas ornament with the Festival of the Arts logo. This one is only $8. And you can never go wrong with some of the different Disney Sketchbook series Christmas ornaments. Anytime they come to the Character Warehouse, so many cool designs. This one is only $8, and it does look like they even have one here from Disney Pixar Toy Story. You could push the button known here, Bullseye, on the inside. These are now only $7.99. Also from Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, they do have these acrylic vases with the mayor. The cool thing though, you get two different facial expressions on either side. These are originally $25, now only $5 a piece. Right above that though is another really tall ceramic coffee mug. It starts with Cinderella Castle on the top. You have some popcorn, turkey legs, Mickey waffles. Has that same design on both sides. This one is $10, marked down from $20. And they are getting some of your Disney Parks Pride Collection merchandise. This is a very cool coffee mug with the Pride colors with Mickey and then Walt Disney World on the back side. Originally $20, now only $7.99. And I did want to show you some of the kids cups that they do have here at the Character Warehouse. This one is from Star Wars Mandalorian, kind of with a little snow globe on the top there with Grogu. There is so many sparkles on the inside though, and you get the little straw there. These are originally $20, now only $7.99. And then right underneath there is the Cars version with a Lightning McQueen inside of the snow globe. You got a cool graphic on the opposite side though. This one is only $7.99. And even more of your Disney Pixar Toy Story merchandise here at the outlet. This is a really cool toothpick holder. It's literally Sheriff Woody's boot. You can see the cactus design on the side, and it says Andy underneath. These are originally $13, now only $5 a piece. And really cool is that collapsible little bin. So this is perfect for like a sandwich with all the characters from Toy Story. These are now $7.99 a piece, marked down from $20. And they have such a good selection of assorted toys here at the Character Warehouse as well for the kiddos. This is an entire like solid wooden pull behind train with a bunch of characters. You have Mickey Mouse on the front, Donald Duck, even Goofy. These are a great deal though, only $20 a piece for them. They do still have some of those Mickey Mouse weighted plushies from last year's holiday collection. Again with the soft material. You have the Mickey snowflake embroidered on the shirt. That one is $45 originally, now only $14.99. And still going strong here at the Character Warehouse is your Donald Duck water game. So it's kind of like a little basketball game with the rings on the inside. So you'll just fill this with water and then shoot hoops. These are originally $20 a piece, now $10 a piece. And then even more different like fidget figurines here at the Character Warehouse. So many different offerings. This one has like little silly hands there with Mickey Mouse. Only $5.99 from $15, but perfect to go with the Mickey Mouse version. Underneath there is the Minnie Mouse version with the spaghetti arms. You got the little fancy flower inside of the hat. And they do still have a whole basket here of the Pluto action figures for only $6. More coffee mugs that I do want to show you here at the outlet store though. Here's a massive ceramic mug with Cinderella Castle. You have some Mickey waffles, some Mickey shaped balloons. That one is $8, marked down from $17. And they do have even more merchandise from that Limoncello collection. So you can add like your fruit on the inside there and get some flavored water with the lemons and the Minnie Mouse design. Originally $30, now $12.99. And then right underneath there is a women's cut graphic t-shirt, part of the Limoncello collection. It even says Italy on the sleeve though for Epcot's World Showcase. That one was originally $35, now $12.99. Let's actually check out some of the merchandise here on the spinny racks though. So another Christmas ornament. This one is for the Disney Princess Half Marathon Weekend 2025 with the princesses for Run Disney. These are only $7.99 a piece, marked down from $30. It does look like they do still have some of like more like that rope design bracelets with the little Run Disney sneakers. They have this one here, originally $10, now only $5. And they do still have a couple of the red version at the Character Warehouse. And it's always cool when you find some assorted Magic Band Plus at the Disney Character Warehouse. They have your Marvel Avengers Assemble Magic Bands with all of the characters like Black Panther. You have Thor's hammer on there, and even Iron Man. These are originally $45, now $19.99. On the opposite side of the rack, they do have yet another Avengers version with Captain America, Thor. We have Iron Man, even the Incredible Hulk. But these are only $20 a piece. And they do still have some of those keychains. It looks like you do have to find your initial, but that has the gold clippy. They do only have letter X for your initial. These are originally $13, now $3.99. And then right underneath there's a really fancy Disney Otter box. These are for iPhone 15 Pro Max, so it's really cool because they actually fit some of the modern phones with the big Disney Spirit Jersey logo. Originally $60, now $7.99. Let's see what else we have doing over in this section though. So they have the massive deluxe figurine sets from Disney Pixar Turning Red. You get a whole set of 9 different action figures, originally $35. These are now $15 a piece. And they do still have a whole bunch of your Disney IOI Forever merchandise. These are all inspired by different Disney characters. The fashion packs for Dr. Facilier, like you get the sneakers, the shorts, the pullover hoodie. These are only $7.99 a piece. Next to that one is your Encanto Maribel set with the sweatshirt. You get the overalls and the glasses for only $8. And a couple of the different doll sets that they do have. This one is inspired by Belle from Beauty and the Beast. They all do come with a Mickey-shaped balloon with a little surprise inside, but these are only $12.99 a piece. Right next to Belle, they do even still have Sven from Frozen. He comes with the antler ears and the puffer jacket for $13. So many different dolls that they have right now at the Character Warehouse. You have your Disney Princess Pocahontas dolls. You get all 7 accessories on the side here, even the Miko action figure. These are only $15 a piece. Underneath Pocahontas, you do have your Disney Mulan doll. This one actually comes with 8 accessories, so one more than Pocahontas, but this one is $8. And lots of new Mulan merchandise here at the Character Warehouse. They have the doll, and they even have this really fancy Moana kids romper with Moana and then all of the flowers. These are originally $40 a piece, now $15, and it looks like they even have like the matching jacket from that collection. This one is lined with Sherpa on the inside. You got some nice pockets, and Moana is embroidered. These are $20 a piece from $60. And some brand new Disney Pixar Toy Story merchandise. This one is more of like a windbreaker material, full zip for the kiddos. You have Rex from Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear, even the aliens. These are $15 a piece from $40. They have some cool kids graphic t-shirts brand new to the outlet as well, literally with all of the characters from Toy Story. These are $12.99, probably around $22 in the theme park. And they do even have some very heavy kid sweatpants, part of this new collection. Like you can see Woody there on the pant leg. On the opposite side, you do have Rex from Toy Story. These are $12.99 from $30. Even more brand new merchandise though from Toy Story. This is a kid-size pullover sweatshirt, Giddy Up partner with Woody. These are $15 from $40 a piece. And here's a really cool graphic t-shirt from Star Wars. You actually have Nubs there on the front and Yoda. These are $8 from $27, but a nice like thin material. So many cool kids graphic t-shirts, brand new though. How nice is this one with the heart design with Mickey and then Pluto hugging it out? This is really, really cool. I want to see if we can find the price here. Let's see here, one of these guys. These are now only $8 a piece, and they're even starting to get some of the springtime graphic t-shirts in. Park hopping. This one has like a Chip and Dale, Mickey, Minnie, and then all of the Easter baskets for only $8. So many cool things over in the kids section though from Marvel Black Panther. You do have your Shuri gauntlets. These would have been sold over at Disney Springs at the Marvel store. Only $35 a piece for them. Here's a really cool kids Marvel Spirit jersey from Spider-Man. This one has the big spider on the front side. Originally I should say $60, now $25. That one has the hood and then the raised lettering for Spider-Man on the back side. And another kid's long sleeve graphic t-shirt. This one is a Marvel one with a Groot on there. This one says I am Groot on the front. These were $35 in the parks, now $10 a piece. And they do still have some of the Marvel Power Icon action figures. These are motion activated with lights and sound effects. They only have the Ghost Spider, but these are $20 a piece. Let's check out some of the assorted merchandise in the adult section though. Here's a very fancy adult size puffer jacket. This one is a full zip with stitch. You even get some zipper pockets. If you live up north though, this will definitely keep you warm. These are $25 from $90. They have some very fancy adult size button down shirts, again with stitch with a bunch of different graphics. These are super duper soft though. $15 from $65. And I love how they're getting a whole bunch of brand new Toy Story merchandise. Really cool though for like the kids and adults. This one is an adult size full zip hoodie. You can see like Forky, Ducky, Bunny. Definitely a nice heavy material though. These are $20 from $65. Here's like a 3/4 length sleeve graphic t-shirt with the pinstriping with that star design and then all of the characters. This one is $12.99. Here's even like a football jersey in the adult section with Buzz Lightyear on the front. You have the alien embroidered and it says blast off. These are $20 a piece, marked down from $65. They do have them in a bunch of sizes. So many cool brand new things at the outlet though. Look at this hashtag like a boss, 1,000 plus. We have pennies. These are originally $60 for these sweatshirts, now $14.99 a piece. The backside's embroidered the Proud Family. And a really cool adult size Spirit jersey. This one has like the gold flaking on the front with your classic established 1971. Again, these are adult size, originally $85. They're now $35 a piece. With the Walt Disney World archway, you have Cinderella Castle. They're even getting some different Disney resort merchandise, like this adult size full zip jacket. This one is from Disney's All-Star Resort with the pinstriping. Originally $60, now $25. Let's check out some more of the adult size Spirit jerseys. So from Epcot's International Festival of the Arts 2025 is your adult size Spirit jerseys with Figment on the front. You have your Festival of the Arts logo on the back side, again with Figment at the bottom. These are only $30 a piece. And a couple different Star Wars Spirit jerseys. With R2-D2, you have your fuzzy lettering Star Wars established 1977. This one is $35. The backside has that fuzzy lettering for Star Wars, Princess Leia, and then R2-D2 on the bottom section. And they do also have the Star Wars jersey that says I know a bunch of times and then Star Wars at the bottom. They're even getting some really fancy tote size bags. These are perfect to put a bunch of beach towels in for your Disney resort. It says Walt Disney World. You have the Mickey ears, the hand, and Cinderella Castle. These are originally $30, now $15 a piece. Here's a really cool like artist series fuzzy jackets. These are solid Sherpa, the Mickey Mouse version embroidered with the Spirit Jersey logo. Originally 100, these are $45 a piece. Right underneath there is the Minnie Mouse version where you have the embroidered bow there on the neckline for $45. And it does look like they even have like the matching pants. The cool thing about this one though, it's actually embroidered Walt Disney World down the pant leg. These are only $20 from $55. And here's an actual Spider-Man Loungefly that I did want to show you up front. So they do have them in the back section where they're not in the original bag. So they do have your Spider-Man version. And then still going strong is your Marvel Loungefly with all of the characters like the Incredible Hulk. You have Thor, Iron Man. Even on the back straps they do say Marvel. This one is $40, marked down from $78. More brand new merchandise from Disney's Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. This looks like a house coat actually with the Jack Skellington design. These are only $20 a piece. Okay, so here's more of like the design. So like a home pullover hoodie. These are super duper soft though. They do even still have from Epcot's International Festival of the Holidays those really cool 50 by 60 inch throw blankets. You can see like the snowflakes, the Christmas trees, and then all of Epcot's World Showcase. These are $25 from $70, and it's definitely like pool season here in Central Florida. So a couple different beach towels that they do have. This is the Star Wars version with Darth Vader's helmet. You have some Stormtrooper helmets for $15, and they've also recently just got a brand new one in from over at Disney's Animal Kingdom. You can see like all the different animals, and then Goofy and Donald Duck. This one is $15. And so much merchandise that they do have from Pandora over at Disney's Animal Kingdom, like this whole set of 3 different wall art pieces with that acrylic design with the floating mountains and the banshees. These are $30 a piece. Right underneath there they have your Navi translators. These actually have lights and sound effects, and you get the 15 translation cards. These are originally $25, now $12.99. They even have some really fancy tapestries with that wooden design. It says Pandora, Valley of Mawara for only $15. Even the whole section of brand new Lion King merchandise at the Character Warehouse. This is a very fuzzy throw blanket. It says Hakuna Matata with Simba, Timon, and Pumbaa. These are originally $70 in the parks. This is a great deal. Only $19.99 for them. And another kitchen apron that they do have here, part of the Lion King collection. Unlike the pinstriping, you have Rafiki embroidered, Simba, and then the frillies at the bottom for only $7.99. Definitely so much really awesome Lion King merchandise though. Yet another throw blanket. This one is celebrating the 30th anniversary of Disney's Lion King. These are 50 by 60 inches, originally $70. That one is now $25. And it does look like they even have the new lightweight Spirit jerseys. These were just in the parks not too long ago with your Lion King logo. And then on the back side you have Hakuna Matata with Simba, Timon, and Pumbaa. But they do have these in just about every size. A few other merchandise offerings from Pandora at Disney's Animal Kingdom though. These are some really cool adult-sized backpacks with the floating mountains embroidered. Pandora Valley of Mawara. These are originally $30, now $15 a piece. Next to them are some of the flashing light effect wood sprites. So these are really cool because they do actually change like different colors. You can see how it just lit up green and now it's changing its color to blue. These are only $7.99 a piece, and they have a couple different like serving trays here. They're calling these Navi stacking trays. These are all simulated leather though. These would make like really nice jewelry boxes. Originally $35, now $14.99. Let's check out some more of the kids' graphic t-shirts on the spinny racks though. Here is a Disney Stitch sensory friendly graphic t-shirt where he's biting on the surfboard, and it says Walt Disney World. Originally $22. This one is now $7.99. Let's see what else we have on this rack. So another cool Star Wars graphic t-shirt. This one is a split colored one with C-3PO and then R2-D2. These are now $5, marked down from $30. And they do still have some of your Disney IOI Forever pullover sweatshirts. Really cool though, it says Space Mountain. These are now $5 from $24, so even more further markdowns. You definitely have to take a moment to check out some of the different offerings here on the spinny racks. Here's a very fancy kids graphic t-shirt with all the Hawaiian flowers and Stitch. This one is $8 from $27. Look at this though, even more Disney Pixar Toy Story graphic shirts with Bo Peep and Jessie. This one is $8 from $27, and they do still have some of your Disney Baby collection onesies that I do want to show you, commemorating 2024 with Mickey Mouse and the Beacons of Magic. These are only $2 from $27. Let's actually check out some of the different Cars merchandise right now at the Character Warehouse. So this is an entire set where you get the little car there of Tow Mater, and you kind of get like this whole interactive playmat with radiator springs, but this comes with a really large like carpet. These are only $12.99 a piece, and a bunch of different Cars merchandise new to the Character Warehouse. This is Cars on the Road with Tow Mater. You can kind of turn him into an airplane with a different piece on top. This one is $12.99. They do have an adult size pullover sweatshirt, again with Tow Mater. This one says towing and salvage on the backside and radiator springs. These are $20 from $60, but the attention to detail is super duper nice. Again with Tow Mater on the backside, but perfect for summertime in Central Florida. They're even getting some brand new adult size tank tops. You have your full service Dynaco filling stations. Really cool design with the Dynaco gasoline, but these are $12.99 from $35. Here's even more of your Run Disney merchandise at the Character Warehouse. So they do have these really cool crossbody bags, again for the springtime surprise weekend with all of the characters. These are Disney Parks lug though, so really nice quality. Originally $50, now $25 a piece. Here's a really tall Corksicle cup, also new to this collection. Again with Mrs. Incredible, Hercules, you have Groot, and it has your Corksicle logo. $20 from $55, so a very good deal there. And then yet another coffee mug. All of this matches that collection though. This one is a very tall mug for only $7.99. Some of the other merchandise for Run Disney Springtime Surprised Weekend. They do have your adult size Spirit jerseys, again with the same characters here on the back side. These are $25 a piece, marked down from $80, but it does look like they do have a brand new jacket that I want to show you. This is a nice bright white one. It says Run Disney on the zipper pull. Originally $95. Let's see here. These are now $30 a piece with the characters on the back. Here's even more brand new Run Disney graphic t-shirts at the Character Warehouse. This is the Groot version, Most Wanted, Tremendous Runner. These are only $12.99, marked down from $35. Let's actually see what else we have over in this section. We have Mrs. Incredible. This one says Don't Forget to Stretch, and then Run Disney on the bottom. These are originally $35, now $12.99, but holy moly, do they have the new merchandise here at the Character Warehouse. This was just over at the World of Disney store. This pullover sweatshirt with Mickey and Minnie with their hands together making the heart. These are $15 from $55. And another really cool women's graphic t-shirt. These are seriously those super duper soft with the metallic bow and Walt Disney World with Minnie Mouse. But these are only $7.99 from $40. It looks like they even have the other version here with like the outline with Minnie, and then you have like the knot at the bottom for only $7.99. So another new winter beanie here at the Character Warehouse. This is a really cool version for the kiddos, embroidered with Mickey Mouse, and then you have like the little tassels on top. But these are originally $20, now only $7.99 a piece. They even have some of the Haunted Mansion, Gracie Manor, adult size baseball caps. This has all the simulated leather, and then like the Haunted Mansion wallpaper. This one is $8. And a whole section of bucket hats to the Character Warehouse. And again, these are adult size. This is a Spider-Man version. You got, so this one is reversible, which is neat. That one is only $8. Looks like they do also have the reversible bucket hats from the Disney Eats collection. This is an actual Spirit jersey material though, where you have like the Mickey shaped donut, you got some churros, and then it is double-sided. $9.99 for that one. And here's a really cool bucket hat. This one feels like your Under Armour no sweat material. You have all the flowers embroidered and Mickey Mouse for only $7.99. And they do have an entire section dedicated to Disney Tron at the Character Warehouse right now. Here's a really cool plastic cup for Tron Light Cycle Run. You do have the little ride vehicles on the top there that kind of rotate on the base. These are $12.99 from $25. Another Tron coffee mug at the outlet though. Really cool design, again with the double-sided Tron Light Cycle Run. These are $7.99 from $15, but so many different offerings, like these really cool pop sockets with like that hologram design for Tron. These are only $7.99 a piece from $30. Even some kids graphic t-shirts kind of like peppered throughout for Tron Light Cycle Run. This one is long sleeve, originally $35, now $15. And they do still have that really cool kids graphic t-shirt. Looks like you have 3 different color tire patterns there, but these are $15 from $32. Let's actually check out some of the different merchandise here for Disney Cruise Line. So here's a really cool tote size bag embroidered with Mickey, Where Magic Meets the Sea, established 1998 with the ship anchor. These are $20 a piece, marked down from $40. And a couple other things over in this section. This is that massive tin serving tray, set a course for adventure with Mickey Mouse with the cruise ship logo. These are $19.99, marked down from $40. And here's some really cool adult size merchandise clothing offerings. This one is from Disney's Port Orleans Riverside, established 1992. You got the little frillies on the sleeves though. These are $15 a piece, marked down from $40. Behind that is a Disney Cruise Line shirt with the pinstriping Mickey Mouse with the ship anchor. That one has 3 buttons on the front though. These are originally, let's see here, $70, now only $25. And they're getting so many really cool pairs of adult size Crocs here at the Character Warehouse with all of this Lion King merchandise. They do have the Lion King Crocs with Simba, Timon, Pumbaa, and the palm fronds, but you have like the little paw prints on the side. These are only $25 a piece. They do have your Star Wars adult size Crocs here at the Character Warehouse. You get 8 different gibbets with C-3PO, R2-D2, Darth Vader, and the Star Wars lettering for $25. And it looks like they are getting a bunch of the merchandise from over at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So yet another brand new bucket hat. This one is Spirit Jersey material with like the animal print and the Mickey designs. These are $10 a piece from $40. They even have some very fancy adult size pull slides. And again, these are actual Crocs with the animal print and the Mickey gibbets for $19.99. You can't go wrong though with some of this awesome new merchandise. So here is yet another brand new tank top. We have Minnie Mouse there, it says Wild. Then it has like the brighter colored animal print on the inside. These are $12.99 a piece, marked down from $40. And it looks like they even have a whole set of different hair accessories. With the scrunchie, you get the clippies, and then the headband. These are originally $20 in the parks, now only $4.99. And anytime you can get a really cool Disney bucket hat is definitely the time to buy it. With the checkerboard pattern. This one is lined with Sherpa on the inside. These are originally $35, now only $1.99. And here's some really cool Disney Parks Lilly Pulitzer merchandise, like your traveling backpack for the weekender. You have a Minnie Mouse, Daisy Duck, and your gold Disney Parks Lilly Pulitzer badge. These are originally $168, now $75 a piece. They do even have from that same collection the massive adult size backpacks. You get that same gold badge on the front there. Some really nice pockets on the sides for your water bottles. That one is $75 from $138. They even have your women's pullover sweatshirts with that same design with all of the palm fronds. These are $65 a piece. I did want to mention though, they do still have some of your Disney Parks Festival of the Arts 2025 lug bags as well. These are more of like your sling size backpacks with Figment on the front. These are $35, marked down from $90, so a very good deal for that one. And they do still have their really cool backpack, also for Disney Cruise Line, embroidered with Captain Mickey and Minnie with the pinstriping and the cruise ship logo. These are originally $105 a piece, now $55. And they do still have a whole bunch of those adult size unisex pullover sweatshirts. This is a nice baby blue color with Mickey with his arms behind his back, and it says Walt Disney World. These are $25, marked down from $60. But next to that one is more of like your navy blue color with Mickey. These all have the same graphic, which is really cool. And then rounding out that collection is more of like your heather gray color with that same graphic with Mickey Mouse. But these are only $25, marked down from $60. A few other Tron offerings brand new that I did want to mention though. These are adult size unisex graphic t-shirts with the Tron light cycle vehicles with the grid. These are $12.99 a piece, marked down from $40. And they do even have a Disney Parks Loungefly crossbody bag where it says enter the grid Tron light cycle run. The backside has the simulated leather and your Loungefly badge. Originally $40 a piece, now only $25. I had such a fun time tonight hanging out here at the Premium Outlets at Vineland Ave. It's always a pleasure coming out and checking out all of the newest heavily discounted Disney Parks merchandise that Walt Disney World has to offer. That being said, if there is any merchandise in today's video that you are interested in, definitely check out the shopping tier of our Patreon page. I'll let a link to that in the description box. But if you like today's video, give it a big thumbs up. And as always, make today awesome.